So, let's exit out of that. And let's start the next route. No, not that one. I have to start from here. Because this choice will affect the route somewhat. Question is, which one do I pick? I'm not looking up a walkthrough. I'm just thinking of in the back of my mind. Throw it away. And then, you know, like I did with Ael's route, I just skip through until there's unique dialogue. And there's definitely not going to be any at the start. Because, you know, we've gone through all of this before. You know, these choices also don't affect anything. First thing, actually, I should memorize what the F7. Yes, I thought that would mess with things, because if I bring this up for my throw 50, it's binded to F7. Okay, that lets me unbind it at least. So I can go through all this again, and there won't be any issues. Yeah, that's the sound it makes. All right. Miss, the cat is killed. The cat is dead. Now, who do I need to go for? Masora. I kind of expected that. So, this will be different because we've done Ale, we've done Uta. Let's go with Masora. That's what I said. Let's go with Masora. That was what I decided. This was just a test anyway, so it shouldn't really matter. I'm not disguised or anything. It's just a test. Plus, it seemed like Lumiel had the wrong impression of Masora. Masora or Kitsune. Or Kitsune. There, done.
Oh, Masora-san!
Masora, 80%, huh? She was a very cute girl, wink. Definitely. Yeah, well, you'd think that. No, he's got a great personality. I mean, nah, Masora's a good person. But don't worry, I'll explain later. You don't worry about it. Now the thing is, I won't have the same problem I did with Love Me Ale, because if you've watched the VOD if you've watched the 6th VOD where I went through a bit of Love Me Ale's route, there were parts that I accidentally skipped over because I used Love Me Ale as the example to like make sure, because I was paranoid as fuck when I was streaming this game. So like before I started, I went through Lomiel's route. So of course I skipped a lot of things. I didn't skip a bunch I was able to go back. Fortunately. But that isn't an issue here either. That won't be an issue anymore. Since I've already done her. Her route and the character. As Lamiel flipped over the page, words began to appear on its surface. Wait, what? I said 80 is a joke. What? Well, okay. 0. But why is 75 in brackets? Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah. Look, Lamiel, all I'm saying is that it takes a real man to be best girl. Fucking god. Lamiel looked extremely confused. This notebook really is incredible. I had to admit it. The love note was able to see through everything. Lamiel. It's the music just cuts off. Masora is a guy. He's a guy. A dude. Shocking, I know. I mean, like, if you look past that, maybe you can't. That's one way to put it, I guess. Ever heard of a femboy? Masora is one of those. That's just what he considers normal. The people around him understand that and treat him accordingly. Both at school and at work. That's just how it is. But at any rate, I could see that this love note is the real deal now. Nah, what do you think, Lamiel? Yeah, that's why I wrote down Masora's name. In the end, though, it had seen through my ruse. All I can say is, as to be expected of a divine notebook. Also, I knew you thought he was a girl, so I wanted to surprise you. Well, you didn't really give me a chance to. I just thought it was funny to drag it out. This guy is such a kidder. He cheeks swell. He cheeks swell indignantly. Her cheeks swell indignantly. Don't worry. I know who to pick next time. Yeah, I know. Alright, and now I can skip through. You know, I don't need to go through all of this, like... Oh, right. Ah! Fuck, that was loud. My ears. Holy shit, the game audio was hitting the red. You know, I usually prefer to keep it in the green. in the yellow if it gets that loud. You know, for characters talking, I usually prefer to keep it like low yellow. You know, I don't want to make it a habit for me to be able to talk over them. Oh well, I don't want to make it a habit for me to talk over characters or talk while they're talking. It happens sometimes, but you know, I'm trying. It also makes it easier for me to edit. Well, who should I choose? Should I choose? What about Minakoshi Sensei? Actually, should I save? Nah. I don't think I need to save. My homeroom teacher's face floated up in my mind. Kotohina Minakoshi. The woman in charge of my class was a very charming and warm-hearted person. Also, she had a huge tits. Big old massive badonkas. Her soft eyes seemed like a... Oh, soft hair. She also has soft eyes. Her soft hair seemed like it smelled really nice too. Like Masora had said, she was extremely popular among the school students. Yeah, but she wouldn't date one. She got the three faces. She got the three mouth as well. Even though she was our teacher, it wasn't so unusual for the students to have romantic feelings for her. Yeah, and you're gonna fuck her. Eventually. Kotohina Minakoshi.
Minakoshi Kotohina って担任の先生ですか?
Yeah, I'm into MILFs. Oh well. I'm into older women. You got a problem with that?
いえいえ、そんなことはないですよ。教師と生徒の禁断の恋ってシチュエーションの漫画はいっぱいありますし。
Is that... Didn't you say that about Uta? Forbidden love between a sister and a brother.
ただ、恋愛初心者にはかなりハードル高くないですか?
Oh, I've got plenty of romantic experience. He just doesn't know it. I mean, he has romantic experience. He just doesn't know it. Me? I dated one person for a year, broke up, haven't dated since. That's about it. So, you know, I've basically been single for 21 years, excluding the 1 year that I was dating someone, so... Lay off. I just want to see what my fatedness is with her is all.
それはそれで軽い気持ちで茨の道に足を踏み入れてる感がありますけど。
Well, you know, I'm hoping that she takes it seriously. Well, I won't know that until I see how fatedness is first, right? What does it say?
それもそうですね。見てみましょうか。
60. 20. Actually, I don't remember what the rules were.
峰越琴ひな
15.
運命度
Oh,
9
right. I forgot.
あなたのことをいい生徒だと思っています。まずはそれ以外の関係性を構築してみよ
う。Okay, well, that's a bit vague. I hope there's more, you know, to suggest how I can build a different type of relationship. But I forgot that the intro shows how the fatedness of the characters. You know, the only one that was unusually high was Uta's, but you know that kind of also made sense since we lived together.
高くはないですね。
Don't worry, I love a challenge. Well, that's to be expected. We're only teacher and student after all. I'd be more surprised if our fatedness was actually higher. I'd probably start doubting the love note's accuracy.
先生と生徒以外 外の関係性ですか。普通に学園生活をしている間は難しそうですね。
Yeah, you're gonna meet up with her outside of school. True. You know, you can, you know, outside of school, you can pull the card of like, you're not my teacher out here. You're Minakoshi. You're Okitsude Kotohina Minakoshi out here. Or Kotohina Minakoshi. I don't remember. My options were to either actively approach her or wait for some kind of miraculous development to occur. And luckily, the latter happens. Imagine. But obviously, the former was out of the question. I wasn't willing to go that far, no matter what the love note said. Oh, well. Why does this... Is this going to be like a slow burn? I mean, like, I'm okay with that. Oh! Finally, something different. 5th period was modern Japanese.
それでは、教科書の12ページを開いてください。私が読んだ部分を続けて読み上げてください。草むらの中からは、しばらく返事がなかった。忍び泣きかと思われる。
Minakoshi sensei really is cute, huh? The reason I couldn't stop staring was most likely because I'd written her name in the love note. Minakoshi sensei was young and attractive. But while her face retained a certain amount of youthful innocence, there was also a certain allure to it. It's not difficult to see why some students had genuinely fallen for her. A forbidden love with a familiar older woman. In a lot of ways, it was the dream scenario for a young man. I'm too busy staring at the teacher's tits. I mean... Huh? Ah! Not staring at your tits. What? I didn't say that. Sensei. She gave a few pokes on the forehead. The touch of her slender fingers tickled. Yes, I'm sorry. She walked back to the front of the class. My whole forehead felt a little warm where she poked me. Sorry, I was spacing out. I was too busy thinking of my teacher. I hurriedly flipped to the page Minakoshi-sensei was reading aloud from, but my thoughts were still far away. Seriously, Minakoshi-sensei sure is cute. I wonder what it'd feel like being pampered by an older woman. You already know. See, this guy gets it. As I tried to imagine it, I felt a wave of peacefulness wash over me. Having lost my mother at such an early age, I'd never had much experience with adult women. Okay, well, it was Kinu-san, of course, but she didn't really feel that much older. I wonder if those rumors about Minakoshi-sensei being single were actually true. It wouldn't be strange for her to have a boyfriend, considering how charming she was. Maybe I'll try to do some digging. working at Fairy Tale. After the dinner shift, the number of customers were beginning to dwindle. It was just about time for me to take a break, so I quickly made up my mind. Pardon me.
Oh, Tsumugu, どうした?
Do you have a minute, Kino-san? There's something I want to talk about.
あ? なんだよ。時給ならあげねえぞ。
No, are you single? Oh, wait, I mean... Is Minakoshi single? No, that's not it. That's not... It's not that.
なんだ? また可愛い女の子でも見つけてきたのか?
I'm cute enough as is. What?
最近お前の周り華やかだからな。次はどんな美少女なんだ?
That's not... I'm not here to introduce you to another candidate either. I just had a question to ask. I wanted to ask. She was right about the fact that it had to do with women, though. You said before that you used to be classmates with Minakoshi-sensei back when you were at Kotohana Academy together, right?
ああ、前に琴ひなが来た時、そんな話をしたことがあったな。
Hang on a minute. Log. This one? No, this one. Konohana. God damn it, I was thinking of Kotohina. That's why I got confused.
確かに今でも仲がいいけど、同級生ってことまでよく覚えてたな。
Well, you know, she's been on my mind recently. I mean... Well, there's something I wanted to ask you about her.
聞きたいこと?
I decided to get straight to the point. Minakoshi-sensei is pretty popular around school, you see. But even though she's cute and adored by guys, the rumor that she's single... Do you know if that's true? Hang on, the music changed. Look, Kinu. Game is game. I would have gone for you if you were a choice, but... Kinu-san?
お前、もしかして、琴ひなのことを。
Maybe. Huh? No, that's not it. Yeah, what? I'm just asking if she's single. I'm not interested in her. I hate women. What? I panicked and denied it. I wasn't even sure about my own feelings yet, so I didn't want to cause any misunderstandings. I just have this classmate who has a crush on her, see? And he asked me if I knew anyone who might know if she had a boyfriend, so... Yeah, that classmate is me. Kinu-san gave me a skeptical look. She didn't buy it at all.
まあ、恋人いないのは確かだけどな。
Oh, okay. I'm gonna go date Kotohina-san. Bye now. I see. I felt slightly relieved. Kinu-san said so. Then it had to be true. The truth.
でも、もし万が一、琴ひなの恋人になりたいなんて思ってるやつがいるなら、私から言えることはただ一つ。諦めろ。だ。
Oh. Those cold words of warning almost seemed as if they were directed toward me. I wonder why. You can't hide anything from Kinu-san. She knows everything. After work, I made my way home. Also, it was pretty obvious. On the way back, I thought about my conversation with Kinu-san. What do you mean, give it up? I persisted. I knew that would only lead to more misunderstandings, but I couldn't stop myself.
あいつには恋愛よりも大切なことがあるんだよ。
Yeah, well, none of this arrogant has anything to say about it. That was all Kinu-san was willing to tell me. what was more important to her than love? Friendship. Hang on, let me see if I can.
コンフィグをいじって僕をもっと目立たせるつもりだ
I
ね。
cannot. I was gonna bring up the CG, you know, with her and Eri. But you know, you get it now. No matter how much I thought about it, I couldn't come up with any answers.
つむぐさ
There's your answer. You just don't know it yet. Huh? I thought I heard someone indistinctly calling my name. I don't know why I couldn't.
つむぐさんつむぐさん
God, she's so cute. Apparently, I wasn't hallucinating at all. The voice came clearer. The voice came clearer now. It was unmistakably Love Meow's. Oh, she dropped down from the sky. With her thumb, Love Meow descended from the sky, landing on the ground in front of me. What's your hurry? In her angel form, nobody would be able to see Love Meow aside from me. And so that meant I looked like a crazy person by talking to her outside like this. I'd have liked to avoid any unnecessary conversation as much as possible, but
つむぐさん、私気づいてしまったことがあるんです。
what? She was wearing a solemn expression.
実はですね。
I gulped, expecting some sort of serious discussion. However,
実は今日ブラバスの新刊が発売される日なんです。
oh. That's your big revelation? I couldn't help but exclaim loudly. A woman walking a little away jumped at the sound of me shouting, "Oops!" She probably thought I was a raving lunatic. This is why you have to... You gotta... Look, if you're talking to someone that no one else can see but you, what you gotta do is you gotta hold your phone up to your ear. So, if something like that happens, you can pass it off as, I'm just talking to someone on the phone. I'm not crazy, I swear. Don't add the I'm not crazy part, but... You know what I'm talking about. The moment our eyes met, she gave me a frightened look and scurried off.
気をつけないとダメですよ、つむぐさん。恋天使モードの私はあなた以外に見えないんですから。
I know that. Great, now my reputation around here has gotten even worse. That's the feeling I've been getting ever since Love Meow arrived in town. It looks like it's all clear for it's all clear for now, so hurry up and make yourself visible.
了解です。
With a flash of light, Love Meow's entire appearance changed. Incidentally, Black Basket was a serialization in Japan's #1 selling weekly magazine. It was an extremely popular basketball manga that sold millions of copies per volume. Nearly a million copies per volume. Now that you mention it, I guess it is coming out today. We can go to the bookstore on our way home from school tomorrow or something.
それじゃ遅いです。今すぐ行きましょう。早く買わないと特典が売り切れちゃいます。
Oh. Maybe, but come on, I'm tired from work. You just go buy it yourself, you can just go buy it yourself, can't you? She said she should know where the bookstore is.
それはそうなんですけど、
She doesn't know where it is.
お金がないんです。
Oh. She doesn't have a job. Huh?
つむぐさんなら知ってますよね。私にはブラバスの最新刊を買えるようなお金はないんです。
Then just read it in the bookstore. As long as you're in an angel form, nobody would be able to catch you.
天使に立ち読みさせる気ですか？お布施をするのはファンの義務なんですよ。
True. Also, aren't they like wrapped in plastic so you wouldn't be able to read it?
だから私のために買ってほしいにゃ。
Don't yarn me. Stop being cute. I've already done your route. What the hell was that?
可愛くおねだりすれば男性はイチコロだって漫画で学びました。
What kind of old-fashioned thinking was that? That depends on the type and place and the guy.
それは効果絶大ってことですか？
It would have worked. It would have worked on him in your route, but you're an optimistic one, aren't you? I heaved a large sigh. Well, whatever. I was planning on buying it anyway.
本当ですか？ありがとうございます。実はつむぐさんの部屋でまとめて読んだ漫画ですし、そうなると思っていました。
In other words, she'd planned this from the start. I felt like she had me dancing in the palm of her hand. I guess it doesn't feel too bad seeing her so happy though.
それでは早速本屋さんに向かいましょう。
That bean mouth really getting me going.
やっ
Really,
ぱり赤井さんがいい
really
キャラしてますよね、
accentuates the
ブラバス。
cuteness. Really? I thought Kuroto was way cooler when he stepped up to the plate.
その活躍を支えているのは赤井さんなんですよ。分かってませんね。
Big talk from someone who reads my manga without my permission. Still though, to think I'd be walking through town at night alone with a girl. A little while ago, I wouldn't have imagined it myself doing something like this. Still, this was just ale. This was just ale we were talking about. All we were doing was chatting about manga anyway. As I was brooding, we arrived at the bookstore.
売り切れてないですかね、ブラバス。特典ペーパーが売り切れてたら一大事ですよ。この時間に空いてる他の本屋さんを巡らないと。
If it comes to that, I'm out. You're on your own.
なんでですか？この本屋さんに残ってますように。いざ。
Hey, watch out! The bookstore's entrance was rather narrow, but Ale dashed straight towards it. I called out to warn her, but I was a bit late. I was a bit too late. She immediately ran into a woman coming out of the store. The paper bag the woman was holding dropped into the ground. Ignoring Ale, who'd fallen flat on her bum, like she deserved, I went to pick up the woman's belongings. Are you alright? I'm sorry about my friend, she's...
こちらこそちゃんと前を見ていなくて。
あ
ら？
Yeah! Wow! What a chance encounter! Person Ale had bumped into was none other than the woman who had been on my mind all day. Our homeroom teacher. It was Minakoshi sensei.
奇遇ですね、先生。こんばんは。
Ale was already back to her feet like nothing happened.
こんばんは。佐久間くんに小泉さん。あなたたちどうしてこんな時間に二人で？
Oh,
ブラバスの新刊を買いに来たんです。私もつむぐさんもブラバスの大ファンなので。
though in reality, of course, she was here to make me buy it for her.
さすが 超人気作だけあるわね。
Huh?
実は私もブラバスを
I knew it.
特典ペーパーがつくの近所だとこの書店だけだから。
I see. To think she'd been hunting around for the special edition, same as Ale.
先生、漫画とか読むんですね。
I didn't expect that either. She has to be relatable, of course she is.
そんなに驚かれるとちょっと恥ずかしいわね。実はこの漫画、先生が学生の頃に連載が始まったの。その頃からずっと読んでいるのよ。本当ですか？ブラバス仲間だなんて嬉しすぎます。先生はブラバスのキャラで誰が好きですか？
Oh, oi.
つむぐさんは主人公のクルトがいいって言うんですけど、私はクルトを部活に誘った赤井さんの方がいいと思うんです。そう、小泉さんは赤井さん派なのね。その微妙な反応、先生は違うんですか？私はクロトたちのライバル校、栄光のエースの緑様派なの。赤井さんのライバルの緑様ですか。さすが先生です。
Them fighting words. The two of them grew increasingly animated the more they talked about Black Basket. Although I'd read it too. It was kind of hard for me to join the conversation when the discussion revolved around which male characters they liked. Still, it was a definite surprise to see Sensei chattering about shonen manga when with so much enthusiasm. I'd always pictured her reading fashion magazines, books about knitting and sewing, or other girlish things like that instead.
先生やりますね。ブラバスだけじゃなくてフィルエースの話にもついてくるとは。
Before I realized it, they'd already moved on to talk about another manga series.
小泉さんもなかなかのものね。若いのに大したものだわ。
Bro, all she does outside of school is reading manga in my room. The way they spoke almost made it seem like like an exchange between two swordsmen when they clashed blades together. It was kind of bizarre. Yeah, but those blades were books, and the books were manga. It wasn't unusual for me to read these mangas, since they were intended for guys my age. But both Ale and Minakoshi Sensei seemed almost a little too passionate about them. Just how much shonen manga did they read? You sure are familiar with this stuff, Sensei. I thought I was an avid reader, but I never thought you'd know so much about manga.
それは恥ずかしいけれど、実は漫画結構読んでいるのよ。
I wonder why. It's not like Eri was probably a big manga reader as well. She replied shyly.
よく読み始めたのはあなたたちくらいの頃からなんだけどね。友達に紹介されていろいろ読むようになって。
Really? I never would have guessed. For an instant, a small, sad expression passed across her face. Huh?
恥ずかしくなんてないですよ。漫画って元気をもらえますもんね。私も大好きなんです。友情、努力、勝利ですよ。
Yeah, she's been reading manhwa for like 10 years or so. I've only been reading manhwa for a year. Ooh.
そうね。昔友達も似たようなことを言っていたわ。なんだか急に思い出しちゃった。
Yeah, she looked a bit like you too. Kind of weird, right?
だけど原告の先生としては ちょっと変かしら。難しくて分厚い小説を読んでいた方がイメージに合うでしょ。
That's not true. I think it's pretty cool to know that we share the same interests, actually. Hey, don't be like that. What?
いえいえ、ただ良かったですねと思いまして。
She smirked. Looks like I'll have to give her another noogie later.
ちなみに小泉さんはどうしてブラバスを知っているの？さっき話していた少年漫画ってどれも相当な関数が出ているのに。
She binged all of it in one night. Uh-oh.
私はつむぐさんの家でいろんな漫画を読ませてもらってます。
She just does not hide it. Air bled out without the slightest hesitation.
佐久間くんの家で？
Yeah, you should come over to my house as well. Wink. I've got tons of manga that you can read. Blushing a little, Minakoshi-sensei turned to look at me. Oi, Ale!
なるほど。それで少年漫画に詳しくなったのね。二人がそういう仲だったなんて知らなかったわ。そういう仲って。
What do you think? Oh, she gets it now. The look of panic appeared on Ale's face. This idiot. It was clear Ale's remarks had caused a misunderstanding just now. Her words had made it sound like she had been staying over at my house long enough to read through dozens of volumes of manga. Wait, Sensei, Ale and I aren't like that.
いいのよ。そんな風にごまかす必要なんてないわ。
Huh?
小泉さんは海外からの急な転校でしょ。だからこの町の生活に馴染めているか心配していたの。
True. She said the same thing yesterday too.
でもこうして二人が仲良くなっているみたいで安心したわ。
No, crap, she wasn't listening.
先生から言えることは。
Don't say
そうね。
Don't say good luck.
学生らしく健全なお付き合いをすること
Oh,
くらいかしら。
don't. That kind of implies harder. The way she giggled was adorable, but still, we're not like that. We just happened to run into each other earlier after work.
そうなの？
Yeah, she sneaks into my room to read all my manga while I'm asleep. I mean, since we were both headed to the bookstore, we just decided to walk here together. But we're not dating or anything.
そうですそうです。私とつむぐさんはただの友達ですよ。つむぐさんなんかと誤解されたら困っちゃいますよ。ねえ。
You really need to learn when to close your mouth. Hang on, I need to see this.
そうですか？十分仲がいいと思うけれど、そういうことにしておくわね。
I'm glad we cleared that up. We did clear it up, right?
じゃあ買い物を終えたらすぐに帰ること。お泊まりとかはダメよ。まだ学生なんだから。
Yeah, don't worry about that. We definitely don't sleep in the same room together every night. Ever since she came to my house. Ever since she invaded my room. We won't. We're just friends.
そうよね。それじゃあまた学園で気をつけて帰るのよ。
You too, Sensei.
先生、また明日。 また明日。
After saying goodbye, Hale and I purchased our manga from the bookstore, and then obediently headed straight home like Minakoshi-sensei had instructed.
俺のキューピッドがポンコツすぎて怖い。
Kawaii.
おはようございます。
Alright. Skip. Until when the next one is. I think the next one is coming up in 3, 2, 2.5. Jesus. I forgot how long it took for the next part to show up. Here it is. Nope, never mind. Here it not is. Here it isn't. Oh, well, goodbye plates. Oh, here it is. 3, 2. Oh, fuck. Alright, we're gonna change routes. We're gonna have to pick. We're going back to Uta. Oh, never mind. Maybe I'll try writing Minakoshi-sensei's name. Yuno-san had warned me to give up on her, but I couldn't get Sensei out of my mind. I just couldn't get Sensei out of my mind. I mean, who would be able to, you know? Perhaps I had a thing for slightly older women. Don't we all? So, someone who grew up without a mother and never had much experience with them. Okay, well, there might be some issues there. And since I rarely even had opportunities to talk to older women, it'd probably take a miracle for me to become lovers with one. But the way Minakoshi-sensei had chatted with Love Miel about manga made her seem so innocent and much more relatable than most. It had struck me again just how cute she was. Seeing as we shared an interest in manga, we'd have lots to talk about too. Maybe I did have a shot with her. I was starting to see a way forward. However,
でも、もし万が一、琴ひなの恋人になりたいなんて思ってるやつがいるなら、私から言えることはただ一つ。
yeah, what are you gonna say? You're gonna tell me to give up? Yeah? Well, you know what I'm gonna say? Never back down, never what?
諦めろ。だ。
Fuck you. Even though I wish she was around. But that's beside the point. Fuck you.
あいつには恋愛よりも大切なことがあるんだよ。
Well, I'll be the most important thing soon. Ha ha. What? I didn't say anything. There's something more important than romance, huh? Don't tell me she was the type of woman to prefer 2D guys. Oh no! If that was true, I wondered what chances of success actually were. Dunno. Despite these doubts, I wrote down Minakoshi-sensei's name in the love note nonetheless. There, done.
見せてください。って、もう、琴ひな先生じゃないですか。
You already know. A smile spread across Lomiel's face like a blooming flower.
いい人ですよね、琴ひな先生。可愛いし、授業もわかりやすいし、優しいし。何より、私と同じく漫画好きですし。
She emphasized that last part as if it were her best quality. So that's what you like about her.
とてもいい選択だと思いますよ。ぜひつむぐさんは先生と結ばれるべきかと。
Don't tell me you're only saying that so that you can read manga at her house.
何のことですか？
Kinda sus. Unbelievable. This girl really was utterly shameless. That's what I love about her. But it's on her route. It's on her route. Well, what does the love note say?
運命度上がってますよ。
It has? Ah, I'm just kidding.
峰越琴ひな
Wow.
運命度30
That's pretty good.
先生の関係者との親交を深めてみよ
It actually doubled. So, talk about progress, you know? You talk about, you know, 30, huh? Her age. What? Just like her age. I think she's like 20 something. That's still kind of low, isn't it?
低いのは低いですけれど、上がっているのはいい傾向です。
Yeah, number go up like the stocks.
このままラブノート通りに頑張れば、きっとどんどん上がっていきますよ。
Still, those close to her is pretty vague. The only person I could think of who would fit that description was Kinu-san. Exactly. But seeing as how she'd kind of given me the cold shoulder, I doubt she wanted to discuss the matter with me any further. There has to be something else. Somebody else who's close to Sensei, though. For the time being, it looked like I had no other option but to search for such a person.
どうもかく、これからも頑張っていきましょう。
Thanks. Though she clearly had her own intentions in mind, Lemuel was at least full of motivation.
俺のキューピッドがポンコツすぎて怖い。いらっしゃいませ。
Irashaimase. Irashaima skip. That doesn't make sense if you know Japanese. Oh. Okay. Wait, what? But there wasn't anything new. Oh, okay. Yeah, I still need to write Minakoshi's name down. Guess I'll try writing Minakoshi Sensei's name. There, done. I jotted down her name in the notebook and handed it to Lemuel.
あ、先生の名前ですね。
You already know. Yeah. The last time I'd written her name in the love note, it had advised me to deepen my relationship with those who were close to her. In the end, I don't get the feeling I've made much progress, but
峰越琴ひな
no way! It's almost like
先生
you
の関係
didn't
者との
do
親交
that.
を深めてみよ
What? This isn't much of a surprise.
前から何も変わってないですね。
I guess not. I was expecting it, but I still felt a little disappointed. After seeing this, I realized I wanted to know more about Minakoshi Sensei. After all, it was really cute the way she chatted so innocently about manga last time.
今日はこんなところにしておきましょうか。
Yeah. A short while after that, we decided it was time for bed.
俺のキューピッドがポンコツすぎて怖い。
Is there more? Uh-oh. Alright, there's gotta be another scene, right? There's gotta be a scene, right? There's gotta be... Finally!
あなたたち、
Hang on, what did she say before? Oh. Just to be clear, we aren't dating. I mean, I wouldn't mind if we were dating, but this game doesn't want us to, so... Alright.
いざとなったら私を守ってね。
Yes, I don't know why I said I mean. Alright. Huh?
ほら、ブラバスの最新刊にあったでしょ、このセリフ。そんな風にキョトンとされたら恥ずかしいわ。
God, why are you so cute? Don't reference the new chapter. I haven't caught up. Oh, right. I'm sorry. For a moment there, my heart skipped a beat. Mine too.
職員室に着いたわね。
What's next? Oh, it's this. So who do I go for? Who do I have to pick? I think it's Kawasaki, Wata, Nuki, Masora. Unless I go for Sensei.
あら、佐久間くん、どうしたの？
I noticed Kino-san's been pouring you a lot of alcohol, so I was just wondering if you were doing alright.
もしかして私、顔が赤くなったりしてるかしら？
Yes. No, nothing like that.
さあ、それならよかったわ。自分の生徒に酔っ払った顔を見せるのはちょっと恥ずかしいものね。
Well, when we're at Love Note, I'm not your student. What? Negative Rizz. Do you not drink often, Sensei?
お酒は飲めないわけじゃないし、嫌いでもないわ。でも、一人で飲んだりはしないわね。
So you drink at get-togethers and stuff?
付き合いで多少はね。翌日に残って授業に支障が出ると困るから、それほどは飲まないわ。
琴ひな、お前は本当に真面目だな。もしもの時は休めばいい。そのために有給が存在するんだ。
I don't know about that. Only a drinker would say that, something like that.
学園っていうのはそんなに簡単に取れないのよ。生徒たちの授業も遅れてしまうんだから。
そうは言ってもお前、翌日が日曜日でもそんなに飲まないだろうが。
休日は休日でいろいろやることがあるもの。二日酔いで翌日を無駄にするのはどうかと思うのよね。
だからお前は真面目と言ってるんだ。
What? Oh. Minikoshi Sensei yelped as Kino-san gave her a flick on the forehead.
キヌが不真面目すぎるのよ。
Unlike the way she acted at school, Minikoshi Sensei seemed somehow more innocent tonight. Somehow I felt a tiny bit closer to her.
それはそうと、佐久間くん。
Yes?
私のことを気遣ってくれてありがとう。
She gave me an adorable smile along with those words. Not at all. My heart began to beat a little faster, and I felt my own face turning red. Who's next? It is Kosaki.
佐久間先輩、
I've already talked to you. Kinu. I've already talked to you, and it was Uta's route, right? Hang on. Yes. Wait. Yes. Because I don't need to talk to Kinu in Ael's route. So last one, Masora. Also talk to you. And now we go all the way over here, and I don't know why. Oh, I don't know why Kawasaki Kururu is one of the options, because there is only one option for me, and that option is. Hang on. And that option is Minakoshi Sensei. Guess I'll go with Minakoshi Sensei. She's wait, hang on, what was the achievement? She's mature, kind, and a little airheaded. Nice. The name that suddenly came to my mind was hers after all. Her soft, gentle smile appeared in my mind. She had this aura of maturity around her that made you feel like she could kindly accept anything. Yet, when she chatted with Ael that night about their love of manga, she also displayed an adorable, childish charm. At the same time, the way she scolded Kinu-san for drinking so much at the welcome party tonight felt equally fitting as well. Like how a responsible, dignified adult should act. Although normally demure and a little airheaded. There was no denying that Minakoshi Sensei was a fully grown woman. And once again, I was reminded of how attractive she was tonight. Which is why it wouldn't stop bothering me. But Kinu-san had told me that one time. What was it she said about Minakoshi Sensei? Had something more important that to her than romance? God damn it. I was skipping a bit. I was getting a bit ahead of myself. Well, what could that be? What was it that Sensei was keeping a secret? I couldn't help but want to know. He's busy thinking. Okay, let him think. Let him thunk. Huh? Oh, sorry. I'd completely forgotten about Ael.
いくらなんでも深刻な顔をしすぎですよ。まさかまだ一人に絞れないなんて言うつもりじゃ。
You know, I feel bad for Kururu. She's always one of the options. But who would be the second option? The second option when you're on Kururu, when you go for her route is just another one. The option is the options would be Kururu and Kururu. Have a little faith. Look, I already wrote a name. I showed her the notebook. You don't need to shout. Although no one else could hear her, it was still embarrassing hearing her shout Sensei's name like that.
Yeah, わかりますよ。琴雛先生は全男子生徒の憧れの的ですからね。だからこそ自分が独り占めしてしまいたい。いいじゃないですか、その欲望。せっかくラブノートがあるんですから、存分に叶えちゃいましょう。
Okay. I'm glad you're enthusiastic about this at least. But so far, I haven't really made any progress with her at all.
前回のことですか?
Last time I had written her name in the love note, its advice had been to try deepening my relationships with those close to her. When it came to those close to her, however. The only person that came to mind was Kinu-san, but ever since then, I haven't really deepened my relationship with my boss either.
でもさっきの歓迎会で距離は縮められたと思いますし、前回から時間も結構経ってるんで、今なら変わってるかもしれないですよ。
Yeah, maybe. Feeling slightly hopeful, I looked down at the notebook.
峰越琴雛。
Wow, it went up a whole 2 fadedness.
進路相談をしてみたら、何か得られるものがあるかも。
Okay, that might be helpful. Oh, its advice is different. Is different this time. Plus, our fadedness had gone up a tiny bit as well.
気づかぬうちに近づけていたってことですよ。よかったですね。一歩先に進めて。
Yeah, we talked to Kinu-san for 2 extra seconds.
にしても進路相談ですか。これまた先生と生徒あるあるの展開ですが。
Come to think of it, they did start handing out those career surveys a little while ago. Unfortunately, in a manner of speaking, mine was still blank. It wasn't that I had forgotten to fill it out. It was that I had nothing to write. In short, I had no idea what I wanted to do after graduation. You're right. This is the perfect opportunity to ask Minakoshi-sensei about why she became a teacher and stuff. That's a squeaky. And if one thing led to another, the distance between us might just shrink even more. Alright, no point in wasting any more time. I'll try giving it a shot tomorrow.
私も応援してますね。人払いはお任せください。
I'd appreciate it if you could just clear out yourself, actually.
はい、なんですそれ。
It means sit back and let me handle this on my own. Oh.
俺のキューピッドがポンコツすぎて怖い。連絡事項は以上です。それでは皆さん、また明日。
また明日。The classroom began to bustle with noise as everyone stood up from their seats. Well, I'd been waiting for the next time right time to approach Minakoshi-sensei. The day had ended before I knew it. I could feel Ao's eyes on me, urging me to hurry up already too. Look, I'm cooking here, alright? It takes time to talk to your teacher, and this is the perfect time now. I know, sheesh. This is my last chance today anyway. Come on, just pluck up the courage and do it. Minakoshi-sensei, do you have a minute?
はい。あら、佐久間くん?
Mm-hmm. Coming to a stop, she turned around and gave me a warm smile.
どうしたの? 何か提出するものでもあった?
No, that's not it. Crap. Even though I managed to call out to her, I couldn't bring myself to look her in the eye. Perhaps because I'd awakened to my feelings of her, since I seemed several times more beautiful than usual. Had she always been this stunning?
佐久間くん? 何か用があるんじゃないの?
Yeah, go on a date with... Wait, no. I mean... yes. Sorry, yes, there is. Actually, I'm having a lot of trouble filling out the careers survey we got a little while ago, and...
あらあら。あれはあくまで希望調査だから、 今は深く考えなくてもいいのよ。
I know, but I was thinking this was a good opportunity to put some actual thought into what I want to do. So that being the case, if it's not too much trouble, I was hoping you could give me some career counseling. I'm sorry, I guess you're really busy after all.
全然 OK よ。
Oh. Minikoshi-sensei beamed at me with a radiant smile. In fact, her face was way too close. She smelled amazing too.
さあ、そうなのね。私に進路相談がしたいのね。大丈夫よ。先生なんだからいつでも話は聞くわ。早速今日する？明日にする？明日の朝にする？
Let's meet every day. Should we do it? I'd like to do it today if possible. She seemed awfully enthusiastic about this.
あ、でもごめんなさい。実は今から職員会議が入ってて、今日にするなら少し待ってもらうことになるわ。指導室の鍵開けておくから、悪いけど会議終わるまで待っててくれる？
Sure, that's no problem.
それじゃまた後でね。
With that, she walked off with a skip in her step. Apparently, she was overjoyed to have one of her students depending on her. Incidentally, however... What are you singing about to yourself over there?
微笑ましく見守っていたと言ってほしいですね。しかしよかったですね。あんなに接近されて。
Hello, Sand Quartz. Thanks for the hydrate. You abuse me and then head pat me. Is Dexter asleep now? Yeah. Dexter slept at a reasonable, went to bed at a reasonable time. Unlike every other time where it's like 2 hours into my stream where he's like, maybe I'll actually go to bed. So you were laughing at me.
いい匂いでした？
Yes. Surprisingly surprising. Yeah. Well, of course she... That's not the point.
冗談ですよ。とにかく良かったですね。無事相談できそうで。でも夕方までには終わらせてくださいね。今晩は2人ともバイト入ってるんですから。
Oh, yeah, right. Well, I'm sure our counseling session isn't going to take that long.
私教室で待ってますから、終わったら迎えに来てください。それまでちゃんと人払いしてますから。
Just try not to cause me any problems.
おーい、つむぐ、一緒に帰ろうよ。というわけで、たっぷりどっぷり楽しんできてくださいね。琴ひな先生と2人で。それじゃあまた後ほど。あ、マーソラさん、実はつむぐさんが年上に目覚めて。
Fuck you, AL. Don't just say that. I'll have to remember to get back for that one later. Along with Minakoshi sensei, huh? Crap, now I'm getting nervous. Oh, don't worry. I was just busy taking a screenshot. No, it's alright. I was just reading in the meantime. Slightly under one restless hour later, Minakoshi Sensei opened the door to the counseling office, wearing her usual gentle smile. Paying my nervousness no mind, she sat herself down with leisure and grace. Sensei and I were all alone in the counseling room. The more I thought about it, the harder my heart began to throb, and the harder my never mind.
佐久間くん、どうかしたの？顔が赤いわよ。
No, I think you're just imagining things.
もしかして佐久間くん、進路相談とは別の目的があったりして。
Why are you looking at me like that? When you said that?
実は恋愛相談をしに来たとか
that look. I already said that's not. Well, she wasn't exactly wrong.
冗談よ。ごめんなさい、からかったりして。佐久間くんみたいな真面目な子が変に浮かれたりするはずないものね。
I felt a little indignant hearing her say that. I mean, I'm a young man too. There are times when I feel like fooling around as well. Like right now, for example. Hang on, what?
え？今？
Being alone together with a beautiful woman like you. It's enough to make any guy's heart race. After staring blankly at me for a few moments, she nearly leapt out of her seat.
佐久間くん、あなた何を言い出すの？美人って二人きりって。
She really went from. Hang on.
ここまで戻るのね。巻き戻せたみたいだな。
Hang on. She really went from. To there it is. She really went from sweet O to sweet blush.
しかもドキドキしてる。それどういうこと？あなたもしかして。
Was it me, or was she panicking a little too much? I'm sorry, Sensei. Please calm down. That was just payback for you teasing me earlier.
お返しって。もう本気でびっくりしたじゃない。
I'm the only one who should be saying that. Feeling a little rebellious, I tried teasing her back, but I hadn't expected such an adorable reaction. I thought for sure Minakoshi Sensei was used to being called beautiful on a regular basis. Maybe that wasn't the case. Yeah, maybe it's because all of the students that have a thing for that like Minakoshi Sensei are too embarrassed to call her beautiful. And then, you know, the only other people who would be other teachers. 佐久間くんは進路相談に来たのよね? Yeah. I'm thinking of being, your husband, Yes, that's right. それじゃ、そろそろ本題に入りましょうか. Yes, ma'am. Straightening up in my seat, I gave her a nod of the head.
それでどういうことで悩んでいるの？卒業後の進路がイメージできないとか？
That's exactly it. I don't really know what my plans are after graduation. There's really nothing in particular that I want to do or want to become. And so, well, now that we are getting to the real reason I was here today, I was hoping you could tell me what made you want to become a teacher, Sensei.
え？私？
I'm curious about how the adults around you chose the path they wanted to take, you see. I thought maybe that might help me make my own decision. Though to be perfectly honest, I couldn't care less about other adults. The only person I was interested in was Minakoshi Sensei. I wanted to know more about her, and I wanted to be able to talk to her more. Even without the Love Note's advice, that was how I truly felt. Even after talking to her alone like this, I once again realized something. I really did admire this woman after all. No shit, why did you write her name in the book so many times? As that thought crossed my mind, Sensei slowly opened her mouth.
私の話は参考にならないわよ。
Huh? For a fleeting moment, I caught sight of a dark shadow passing across her face. She wasn't being humble. The words she directed at me were clearly a flat-out rejection.
私は前向きな理由で教師になったんじゃないの。
No, I already know your reason. I'm just doing this.
だから私の話をしても佐久間くんの力にはなれないわ。
Try me.
それでも聞きたい？
Yes. If it's alright with you, Sensei. Phew. For a moment I thought she really was turning me down. I wonder why she hesitated so much just now.
ごめんね、変な間を作っちゃって。もう一度言うけれど、参考にはならないからね。
I'll decide that for myself once I've heard everything, if that's okay. Minakoshi-sensei smiled wryly at my response. After exhaling softly, she slowly opened her mouth.
友達のためなのよ。もう何年も話していない遠くへ行ってしまった友達。その子のために私は教鞭を取り続けているの。ちょうど今の佐久間くんくらいの頃かしら。当時の私は引っ込み思案な性格でね、自分で言うのもなんだけど、とても物静かな子だったの。今でこそ教師として人前で話せるけど、昔はまともに喋ることすらできなかったくらいよ。
That's surprising. I'm having a hard time even imagining that.
正直、私が一番驚いているくらいだもの。だから、私をここまで変えてくれた彼女には感謝してもし足りないくらいなの。
This friend of yours.
天木エリって言うんだけどね。佐久間くんにも伝わりやすいように言えば、小泉さんにとてもそっくりな子なの。雰囲気も喋り方も漫画が好きなことも。
That's because she is.
恋美さんと初めて会った時も思わず影を重ねてしまったほどだわ。そんなこといけないのにね。エリと出会ってから私の学園生活は変わったわ。初めは自由気ままなエリの性格に振り回されてばかりだったけれど、楽しいことがあるといつも私の手を引いてくれて、臆病な私にいろいろな世界を見せてくれて。エリはね、教師になるのが夢だったの。漫画の世界にあるような楽しい学校を作りたいっていつも言っていたわ。今でも覚えてる。楽しそうに夢を語っていたあの時のエリの顔。私もそんなエリの夢を応援したくて、いつも勉強に付き合ったりしていたの。とても楽しくてかけがえのない時間だった。あの日も、私の誕生日の日も楽しくエリと過ごすはずだった。私の誕生日会のために私の家へ来てくれることになっていたの。でもその途中でエリは事故に遭ってしまった。
What?
私が駆けつけた頃にはもう遅かった。エリは脳に損傷を負って、もう目覚めることが難しい体になってしまった。そうして今もまだ眠り続けているの。
So then the reason you became a teacher was in order to live out your friend's dream for her.
そんな綺麗な理由じゃないわ。ただの罪滅ぼしよ。
Atoning?
エリが事故に遭ってしまったのは、あの日彼女を呼び出した私のせいなの。
Okay, but like, shouldn't it be the driver's fault?
私がエリを誕生日会に呼ばなければこんなことにはならなかった。私はエリの分までエリのしたかったことを成し遂げる必要があるの。
Yeah, but like, if that same driver didn't, if that same driver hit a different person, you wouldn't be blaming yourself for that person's coma.
奪ってしまったエリの夢を私が責任を持って成し遂げなければいけないの。教師として参考にならないって言ったのはそういう理由。ごめんね、締めっぽくしちゃって。
No, don't apologize. Minokoshi Sensei tried her best to smile brightly. But the stifled pain behind that expression was all too evident.
せっかく相談に来てくれたのにだいぶ話がそれちゃったわね。ごめんなさい。
Not at all. Thank you for taking the time to talk to me.
また困ったら声をかけてちょうだい。次こそはちゃんと参考になるような話をするわ。
Of course, I'll be counting on you.
て帰ってね。
Alright, it's about that time. I almost forgot Ale said she'd been waiting in the classroom for me. If I didn't go and get her, she'd give me another earful about it later.
小泉さんなら私も挨拶していこうかしら。
Sure, by all means. You there, Ale? We're finished with our... I don't know what I expected. What happened to clearing out the room?
待たせすぎちゃったかしら。
Nah, nobody asked her to wait. Don't worry about it. Wait, wake up. We better get going soon or we're gonna be late for work. A crazy story, Ale. Apparently, our teacher was friends with someone who looked just like you. She used to be friends with someone who looked just like you when she was younger.
琴ひな先生、いい匂い。
Every time she talked in her sleep, it sounded like something an old man might say. If only I said it. Minikoshi Sensei gazed at Ale with a complicated expression. She had said that Ale reminded her greatly of her friend, hadn't she? Perhaps even now it was as though she was looking at an echo of her. I don't think you should think too deeply about it.
Huh?
I just meant about what you told me earlier. It seemed to me like you were overthinking things, Sensei. I obviously didn't know much at all about Ariamaki, this Ariamaki person, but I don't think she'd want you to take on the burden of shouldering her dreams for her.
佐久間くん、あなたがあの子の気持ちを代弁しないでほしいわ。
You're right, I'm sorry. In that case, allow me to speak for myself. I wish you wouldn't keep holding onto this sensei. I keep holding onto this sensei. Speaking as your student, I don't think you should be letting your personal circumstances influence your teaching. It troubles me that that's your motivation to be an educator. Crap. What the hell did I just say? I definitely went too far. I'm sorry. It was something I'm not saying I blame you or anything, Sensei. That's not what I meant by...
つむぐさん。あ、小泉さん。
I didn't know whether to call it good timing or bad timing, but Ale definitely bailed me out there. I came to get you. Come on, we'd better get going.
眠いのでおぶってくれません?
In your dreams, idiot. Anyways, we'll be going now, Sensei. Sorry for stepping out of line back there.
あ、いいのよ。気にしなくて。むしろ心配してくれて。
What was that, Sensei?
なんでもないわ。二人とも気をつけて帰ってね。
We will. Goodbye.
先生、バイバイ。
Why did I say that? Another day at work came and went. As we were getting ready to go home, I heaved my umpteenth sigh that evening.
ずいぶん強気な発言してましたね。先生に向ける言葉とは思えませんでしたよ。
You're not wrong.
でも気まずい空気にならなくてよかったじゃないですか。いいタイミングで目覚めた私に感謝してくださいね。
Apparently, Elle had already been awake by the time we entered the classroom. Ah. She'd only been pretending to be asleep so she could eavesdrop on our conversation, waiting for the right moment to wake up. Ah. Although she was normally a total airhead, she could also be strangely cunning at times. Still, this Ariamaki person. I thought back on the story Sensei had told me at the guidance office. Kinu-san once told me that Minakoshi-sensei had something more important to do with to her than romance. I guess that's what she was talking about.
先生の恩人さんでしたっけ？
Yeah, she looked just like you. I'd told Ale everything that Sensei had told me. I felt a little guilty sharing Sensei's private matters, but I thought it was something Ale needed to know.
天木絵里さんですか。
What's wrong? Something on your mind?
いえ、別に。恩人さんのために教師になったったなんて、琴ひな先生らしいなって思っただけです。
Yeah. Now that I know her situation, I feel like I get why Kinu-san warned me to give up on her.
私がなんだって？
Ah! When did you get here, Kinu-san?
実は最初からいたぞ。
What, seriously?
嘘だ。今来た。
Damn it, I nearly had a heart attack.
琴ひなの話をしてたようだな。聞いたのか？あいつの話。
Maybe? Yeah, she mentioned it was it when I went to her for career counseling today.
ほう。珍しいこともあったもんだな。あいつが身の上話を。それも教え子にするなんて。
Yeah, I know, I was pretty surprised too. Looks like I've got Rizz. Looks like I've got a bit more Rizz than I know. Than I thought.
珍しいと言いますと？あいつも教師なんだ。教え子に暗い話をして自分の心象を悪くしたいとは思わんだろう。いや、教え子どころか今まで誰にも打ち明けることはなかったんだがな。
I wonder why she decided to open up to me then.
そういえば店長さんって琴ひな先生と同級生だったんですよね。それなら天木絵里さんのこともご存知で？まあ知ってるっちゃ知ってるが、私は琴ひなから話を聞かされていたくらいで実際に顔を見たことはほとんどないぞ。
Even though you were classmates?
そもそも私が琴ひなと同じクラスになったのだって最後の年だけなんだよ。けどその頃にはもうエリの席は空いていたからな。顔を見たいと思っても最後まで叶わなかった。
Well, isn't that convenient?
そうなんですか。
I was hoping she would be able to tell us a bit about tell us a bit more about Ariamaki, but it didn't seem like that would be the case.
にかくどうして琴ひながお前ごときに話したのかはわからんが、これでわかっただろ。あいつは恋愛やら何やらに気持ちを割いてる余裕はないんだよ。旧友が目覚めるまでは勝手に幸せをつかんじゃいけないと思い込んでいる。こればかりは他人がどうこうしてやれる話じゃないんだ。そっとしておいてやれよ。
No, I don't think I will. I couldn't sleep at all last night. I had been too full of thoughts about Minakoshi-sensei. Even when I closed my eyes, the face appeared in the back of my eyelids. I wasn't able to get a wink of sleep. By the time I realized it, the sun was already up. The sun had already risen. The fact that I can't get her out of my head, no matter how hard I try, must mean I really am falling for her. I placed a hand on to my chest. My heart was pounding harder than it had ever done before. Ba-dump, ba-dump, ba-dump. What?
琴ひな先生、つむぐさんが
What is she dreaming about, huh?
寝起きに頭グリグリしないで、痛いです。IQ が下がった気がします。
That's fine. Not like it was really high to begin with.
ほんと失礼です、そのツッコミ。
She rubbed her temples, glaring reproachfully at me. At any rate, it was finally time for us to head to school. I'd be seeing Minakoshi-sensei again very soon. Crap. I don't know if I'll be able to keep my cool when I see her.
なんですそのチキン発言。めめしい男は嫌われますよ。
I deserved that one, I guess.
まあ、夕べのラブノートにもああ書いてありましたし、おとなしくしててもいいんじゃないですか？
I suppose not. Incidentally, what the love note had said last night was...
峰越琴ひな運命度61
Oh, hang on. That almost doubled again.
明日一日は先生を観察してみよう。
運命度が爆上がりしていたのは素直に驚きましたね。
I wouldn't have been surprised if it had gone down, to be perfectly honest. I said a bunch of things that were pretty out of line after all. But apparently, she had actually responded positively to those things.
やっぱり秘密を共有できたことが大きいんでしょうか。絹さんも言っていたように、今まで誰にも話さなかった秘密を打ち明けたようですし。
That's the part that confuses me too. Why me of all people? At any rate, the love note did tell me just to be on observation duty today. Guess I'll keep an eye on her for now. Just a little awkward approaching Sensei after our conversation yesterday anyway. I felt a little awkward approaching Sensei about our conversation yesterday anyway. Honestly, I feel like I owed her an apology.
では今日は生還ということですね。了解です。それはそうだ、つむぐさん。私今日の放課後はちょっと予定あるので席を外しますね。
You hanging out with some friends again or something?
いえ、ちょっと天使関連のことで調べ物がありまして。すみませんが、こればかりは許してください。夜までには帰ってくるので窓を開けておいてくれると嬉しいです。
Well, alright. It didn't seem like she was lying, just to get out of class, so I had no reason to refuse.
それじゃあ行きましょうか。おはよ
Good morning. Oh, wait, Minakoshi sensei!
う。佐久間くん？
Hold on. I wasn't prepared to see your face, face to face this quickly. My heart wasn't ready for this yet. What are you doing waiting at the school gate?
朝の挨拶運動の担当になっちゃって。
What a coincidence. Today of all days, huh?
佐久間くんは今日も小泉さんと一緒なのね。仲が良くて羨ましいわ。
No, we just happened to...
羨ましいならつむぐさんを貸してあげましょうか。
Huh?
貸す？
Hang on. I get that you're an angel, but that doesn't mean you have to be a wingman. Get it? Because she has wing... Never mind.
いや、何するんですか。
Be quiet. If you don't have anything helpful to add.
我ながら最高のフォローだったと思うんですけど。
Like hell it was.
兄さん、追いついてしまいました。
Oh. Uta, when do you...
おはようございます、皆さん。
You and Kozaki-san was here too. Was here now too.
先生、兄さんと何かあったんですか？
No.
特に何もないわよ。
Okay, you're not helping.
そんな驚かなくても。逆に怪しいんですけど。
I don't know what I don't know what there is to worry about.
ほら、あなたのお兄さんと小泉さん、いつも一緒にいるから仲いいわねって話をしてて。本当にそれだけよ。それだけ。先輩。
What? What?
とんでもない高嶺の花に手を出しましたね。
No. It seemed as though Kosaki-san had already seen right through me. Shortly after, the school day began. First was homeroom.
みんな、おはよう。
Minakoshi-sensei stood up as the teacher's podium, gazing around the classroom. She went over the morning's announcements, making eye contact with each of her students. But when her eyes met mine, her cheeks flushed a little, and she gave me an awkward smile. I don't know why, but it was ridiculously cute.
今日の峰越先生、なんか色っぽくないか？
It's not just you.
だな。いつもより顔赤いよな。進路相談とかしてみよっかな。指導室で二人きりになれるかもしれないし。
Hey, that's my strategy. You can't steal from me.
それなら俺も。
Oi, numbnuts! Is Korean canceling a joke to you? Knock it off.
ああ、佐久間。どうした急に。
That's my strategy. You're not allowed to steal it from me.
落ち着こうつむぐ。なんかいつものキャラじゃない。つむちゃんが真面目になった。そういうことじゃないと思います。
He's
ほんとうるさいわね。
oh, not you too. My jaw hurts. During our break between classes.
あ、峰越先生、こんにちは。あら、おきつねさん、こんにち。佐久間くんもいたのね。
Good afternoon.
先生っていつ見ても可愛いですよね。美貌を保つ秘訣とかあるんですか？美貌って特に何もしてないわよ。可愛いって言うならみんなの方が若々しくてもっと可愛いわ。
You're much cuter if you ask me. Sensei! Oh! Oh!
Oh!
My reaction. I didn't meant to say that aloud. She. Unsurprisingly, she turned toward me with pouted cheeks.
佐久間くん、そうやって大人をからかうのは良くないわよ。
Sorry.
先生かわいい。もうおきつねさん、あなたもよ。それじゃあ私もう行くわね。
Bro, this is like the worst kept secret.
やけに紡ぐにだけ当たり強かったね。目の敵にでもされてるの？
I kinda got that feeling too. Ah, my jaw hurts. I'm laughing too much. After modern Japanese class. I finished collecting everyone's papers, Sensei.
あら、佐久間くん、ありがとう。
Would you like me to carry them to the teacher's office for you?
どうして？
Well, I just thought it'd be difficult for you since these papers are pretty heavy. And you already have your own things to carry.
でも、やっぱり悪いわ。
Was she avoiding me after all?
それじゃあ私もお手伝いしましょう。
Where'd you come from?
そうね。それならお願いするわ。小泉さんも一緒なら佐久間くんも嬉しいでしょ？
No. Actually, I'd feel more worried about her than anything.
なんでですか？プリント運ぶくらい簡単ですよ。
Seeing as it's you, I can all too easily imagine you tripping and sending them flying all over the place, like those plates.
あら、漫画でよくあるやつね。
That the school heartthrob who happens to be walking by stops and helps you pick up everything without a word.
そうそう。何も言わずに手伝ってくれるっていうのが最高なのよね。やだ、私でもなんで佐久間くんとこんな話を。
峰越琴雛運命度67。
Damn, it went up a whole 5 and he barely had to do anything. But I think that's a good place to end off for today.